Welcome to the WrestleTalk Podcast review of SmackDown and Rampage. I am WrestleTalk and I'm joined today, not by my intangible co-host Tempest, no, but by none other than Sat Nyangi here in flesh, here in the flesh, in person.
Yes, look at that. I can feel him, he can feel me. There's not a screen on the background. Sat Nyangi here to stimulate the juices of your wrestling fandom.
Yes, what a good one. If you guys haven't seen the WrestleTalk News episode today, Sat made his debut on the news as well today, so go show him some love on that video too. The comments have been very nice so far, so let's keep that trend going, shall we? We had Madison Rayne taking on Layla Gray. We had fun little back and forth in this match. Thought it was fine, nothing too special, but good. Rayne won with the cross reigns. Nice. And then Jade Cargill came out and offered... She said, I've got an open challenge on Dynamite, and I want you to accept it. And I was like, that's not an open challenge then, is it?
No.
It's not open, is it?
Okay, previous open challenges, she's been disappointed. So she's tired of the minuscule competitions getting.
Yeah.
She's now reaching that point where like, you're all scared of me. I'm going to approach ones I think they'll give me an actual challenge. It's meant to make her look like a fighting champion.
Yeah.
So anything that makes Jade Cargill look good, besides actually looking good, is a good thing.
Yeah. Not an open challenge though, is it?
Yeah, she challenged her. She said, I want you to accept this.
Yeah, it's not open then, is it?
No, she advised her. She went, as your friend, as it's your new day on the job, you may not know how things go around here, so I'm going to explain it to you. I do open challenges. I think you should go for it. That's what she did. Hey, girlfriend, you should go for it.
It's not open though, is it? Because they announced the match. It's not an open challenge.
Yeah, advised her and she accepted. It was an open challenge. She accepted.
It's not an open challenge.
It is. She accepted open challenge, so it's now closed. It's closed for that week.
It's a challenge.
And she accepted. And now it's closed for that week. You can't open it till next week. Open that challenge. You could apply for next week's open challenge right now, guys.
Anyway, I think that's going to do it for the review section of this. Before we get into the rest of your Ultra Chats, we have to say thank you to some very special people. Those are our $25 and above pledge hammers over on our Patreon page. If you've not been to our Patreon page yet, you should. The poll is currently still running for WrestleTalk Extra for this month. There's a tight race for the show that Luke and Ollie will be reviewing for this month. It's a two-horse race currently between New Blood Rising 2000.
Nice.
Or SummerSlam 2005.
New Blood Rising. I'm going to this is an open challenge. And I'm going to advise everyone on Patreon to pick New Blood Rising. It's your choice, but I'm advising you guys to choose New Blood Rising. Let Ollie and Luke, let them review the match between Stacy Keibler and Major Guns.
Sounds great. Patreon.com/WrestleTalk. Go check that out now. Let's get into the rest of your Ultra Chats here. Last chance to get those in at WrestleTalk.com/support. Mary Painesville Dan said, hey Pete, hey Sat, got to chat in for a second, even though I'm not here live. Simply besides, I just found out Sat is here. I am so proud of you, man. You earned this, and I know this is your path. I've been here long enough to spot greatness. Much love. Thank you, Dan.
Dan is a lovely man. Mayor Paineswood Dan, I love you, man. I name where I do my podcasting for the Mayor Paineswood Dan room.
Nice. Very good. Misha Sumra said, it's not just Saturday, it's Sat-a-day on WrestleTalk. Love the chill delivery from Mr. Nyangi on the news. Shades of Keith Lee. That's a bloody compliment. Oh, damn.
She's saying, you know what, it's true. When I do the news, I'm very eloquent when I talk on the news. On here, I'm a bit more loosey-goosey, but Pete was my director. He went to me, Sat, I'm gonna need you to chill a bit, like have the Sat E energy, but also put it down here. So if you're saying I'm laid back on there, that's not off my back. That's off my director right here.
That's me.
And also, if you hate it, that's also my director.
That's fair. I'll take that. And also, he said, here's hoping we see WrestleTalk's very own Big E at the watch party. You're all Big E, apparently, according to Misha Sumra.
I'm Sat E. Not Big E. Can only be one Big E, and he's a lovely man. He's a lovely man. I cannot hold a candle to Big E, to Ito Ewan. I cannot. I can only be myself. Sat E Nyangi, Mama Nyangi's baby boy. That's your guy. That's who you guys bought.
Exactly.
You didn't buy a discount Big E. You bought Sat E. Sorry, man.
Winged Paragon said, I just want to say, Sat E, you're doing amazing, man.
Thank you. I appreciate all the love people have been giving me. WrestleTalk have the best fan base, and I appreciate you guys who's discovered me for the first time. Yeah, I'm along for the ride. Been doing this for a year. I started Wrestling Daily. Then as a showstopper, I killed that show. Then I did an NXT review. Then I got cancelled as well. I kill shows, so just be worried about this show, because I'm what you call box office poison. I'm Taylor Kitsch, John Carter, et al.
It's okay, because if you kill this show, then I don't have to work Saturdays. So if you can kill it, that's fine. It's all right with me.
So you injected some poison into the sea.
With a lethal dose of poison. That was a Vince McMahon quote right there. Jack Nichols said, Tony Toot, who's that rocking up by the shore? Wyatt's Tempest in his golden boat. The SS Alvarez seriously winner returns. He might sail the Atlantic in that garish thing. What are you talking about? Great to see Sat and Pete. That bit I agree with. I have no idea what the rest of the Ultra Chat means.
Could it mean that I, like, when Tempest takes off his mask, it's me. Sat E is Tempest. You never seen both of us in the same room. Lol.
Yeah. It's Tempest. You never know. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for watching this, episode. Thank you, Satty and Yankee, for filling in for Tempest and being awesome in general.
Thank you.
I hope you guys liked him on the podcast and on the news. Hopefully we're going to be getting Sat involved in a little bit more on stuff like this.
Say nice things, they'll bring me back. Say horrible things, you'll never see me again. It's up to you. I advise you guys to say nice things so they can bring me back in.
It's an open challenge. There was a backstage segment first of Powerhouse Hobbs, who was going to get interviewed by Mark Henry. But then the factory came up and just been like, hey, you beat up Ricky Starks, and we're going to finish the job. Aaron Solo's going to beat him up. And then Powerhouse Hobbs says, don't let your problem become mine. Question, Tempest.
Yes.
Why are they so set on parodying Tony D'Angelo? Of all people, why are they parodying Tony D'Angelo?
Yeah, bro, I don't know.
What is their fascination? I don't understand. Why is Nick Komoroto a poor imitation of him? Why is Cole Carter there? And why does QT Marshall keep doing references to the NXT act? Stop it! What's the point?
I don't know how to actually pronounce his name. It's very high with an X on Twitter. It's a great follow, by the way. He tweeted today. It was like, yo, do you think QT Marshall is good at cornhole? He looks like a man that knows how to throw some bag. And I was like, that is the most cutting non-insult I've ever heard of a wrestler. It was like, he looks like he'd be good at cornhole. He's just a guy.
Yeah.
He's just a guy.
He does play darts, doesn't
he? He absolutely goes to the pub in his bowling shirt and plays darts.
Oh, man. That's very
Drinks
funny.
an IPA or something.
I just don't know what the
Pilsner.
factory are, you know? I just don't get it.
Yeah.
They've been fascinated with this Cole Carter, Tony D'Angelo stuff, and I can't fathom it.
Triple H has been in charge of creative for a handful of weeks now. How do we think it is going? Why don't we discuss about it? I'm Luke Owen. That's Tempest. That's Pete. This is the WrestleTalk Podcast, and we are the Blackpool Content Club. Screw you, Ollie and Andy. It is a good name.
Yeah. It's like how in AEW you've got the House of Black is the trio, and you've got Kings of the Black Throne. We've got LIW. With the addition of Luke, it becomes the Blackpool Content Club. That's just how it goes.
Yeah, no, we were just saying that I'm the Malachi Black of this scenario, and you're Buddy Matthews and you're Brody King.
You're Buddy Matthews. We're Malachi Black and Brody King. All right? That's how this goes.
That is how this analogy works.
No, I'm the leader, you guys. Make me the good one. Make me the leader.
WWE has always had, like, they're WWE. They have the most cards to play with. They have the most history to pull from, the most footage that they can use, the most prestigious championships that they can rehabilitate. And to just see on the first night that Triple H is really in charge of this show, that they wanted to put together a video package to be like, hey, the US title's really important. This is why you should care about it. And then gave us 3 separate matches on one show to build up that championship. That's the sort of thing that really gets my gears going about this show and about this transition, as opposed to just seeing new faces. I don't know if that's just because the new face has been Dexter Lumis, and it's,
the new faces are also the old faces.
Oh, no, wait, no, I don't want this anymore. But that being said, I do see the appeal in like the returns and everything, and I think once those level out a little bit, I think we'll get to see Triple H's vision that he had in NXT and, you know, what he's wanted for all of his children to go through NXT. I think we're going to start to see that play out on the main roster, and that's very exciting.
Even though we've said not the biggest Dexter Lumis fans, of stuff that happened in NXT.
You're saying bring up
Sorry,
Indy
man.
Hartwell as well. And,
I'm
like,
not. No.
doing index
No.
on the main roster?
No.
Theory, the leader of the way, is WWE champion.
No, none of the above. I was still interested in his presentation that he did on Raw because it felt different to NXT. Because I didn't really like what they did in NXT, so I was like, hey, it's different. But even so, I think that Dexter had some upside, but it was his booking and some certain aspects of his character that we were like, I'm less interested in this side of things. But him being that kind of like deranged guy that security has to hold back, he has like the wide eyes and that sort of like presentation, I was like, I can believe that for Dexter Lumis. I think that's a good presentation for that character. So just being able to not even just replicate NXT, but know where their strengths lie and be able to play into them is what Triple H is really good at.
I think that is a fantastic point, because how many times have we seen people get called up from NXT, and first of all, just the concept of, here's your developmental brand, we're going to develop these guys, and then you call them up, it's like, all right, let's change everything about them. Let's forget all the development that we've done.
That's what happens when a guy who's running the main show doesn't watch the developmental products.
Yeah.
Idiot, absolute idiot. But just the ability to look at what's happening in NXT, look at what works, say we'll use that, we'll figure out what the weaknesses are there, we'll try and hide those as much as possible, and then really accentuate even if it is someone like Dexter Lumis that we're not big fans of, like you said, there are major positives to his presentation. He is a very good performer. He can have very good facials, very good body language, and just knowing that you can accentuate that without some 70-something-year-old crazy man writing scripts for this. Can you imagine what Dexter Lumis' script would have looked like under Vince McMahon?
I can tell you exactly what would have happened. He would have been the quiet genius. They'd have given him. It was Vince's favorite character that he never really got to do, which is the monster who can solve Rubik's cubes.
He's actually clever.
It's exactly it. They would have done that with him. He'd have had a backstage segment where he'd been solving Rubik's cubes, or he'd be like reading poetry or something. Because it's like it's something that Vince has masturbated over for years and wanted to put on TV, but never had a guy that could do it because it's a sucky character.
I don't know if you actually appreciate the joke, Luke. The joke is that the joke is that they're big. And they're also smart.
When Eric Rowan was a vintner.
Yeah.
Got this big monster here, but what if he made wine? I smell WrestleMania main event program, pal.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the WrestleTalk Podcast. I'm your host, Tempest, alongside Adam Blampier, and we're here to review this week's episode of AEW Dynamite, House of the Dragon. You gonna watch House of the Dragon, Adam?
If it's good, I'll let you do the legwork on that, internet.
That's a big if.
I'm not excited. I'm not one of those people who's just like, boo Game of Thrones forever, but I absolutely am not gonna watch it unless it's good. And I'll let literally everyone... Five people. If 5 people tell me it's good, I'll watch it. But it has to be 5.
We'll keep you posted on that. For everybody else looking to have us talk about wrestling on this show, make sure that you send in your Ultra Chats to support@support.com. I'm so good at this usually. WrestleTalk.com/support.
I never remember it either. Yes, Tempest. We're the best team.
Yeah.
The A team.
I'm not even holding my belt.
Who else do you want here to talk about the dyed blonde face of the company returning? Me. I'm in the AEW clubhouse. I've heard it's contentious as all balls up in here. I can't wait to hear your mean Ultra Chats about stuff that's mostly good. I'm coming in hot.
Yes, you are. I think we're both coming in hot. It's very warm in this studio.
Come at me, comments.
Take 2. Make sure you get in your Ultra Chats to WrestleTalk.com/support. We'll be reading out all the ones that are $5 and above before the end of the show. And then later in the backstage segment where Chris Jericho said next week on Dynamite, we're going to see Jericho and Daniel Garcia face to face, and we can find out where Daniel Garcia's allegiances lie.
The only thing that bothers me about it is this feels like a diluted thing, especially with Jericho. He's done it with Sammy. He did it with Tito and Ortiz. and Santana and Ortiz.
Tito and Ortiz.
Santana
My
and
favorite two UFC fighters.
You know, when they split
Yeah.
like Ruby and Sapphire.
What about you, son? I've got Tito version.
Excellent. I should be here every week.
And immediately afterwards, the Ass Boys turn on their dad. And they beat up Billy Gunn, and then the Acclaimed run out to save him, and then they all do the scissor thing. The package of the Acclaimed and Billy Gunn, to me, isn't as interesting as just the Acclaimed rising the ranks as a great babyface team.
Yeah, I mean, I think judging from the pop the Acclaim got when they came out, clearly something is working with the fans.
Well,
and
yeah,
the
they
Acclaimed.
like saying "Scissor me, daddy ass."
I hate you. Looked me directly in the eyes when you said that. That made me uncomfortable.
And now we will get into the rest of your Ultra Chats. Danny G has been a member for 13 months in a row. Woo!
Yeah.
And he said, "Hi lads, might make things awkward, but when are we getting Quokka Talk? You got your board game channel, Adam. It's only fair."
I don't know what that means.
It's a line from the latest Tuesday PFK list where I say that at some point I'm going to start my own channel, that being Quokka Talk, because have you never seen a quokka?
No.
Oh, well, I don't care that we're 3 minutes overtime. I'm looking up a photo of a quokka because they are the most adorable things in the entire world. And everybody needs to know what quokkas are.
Right now, Luke is watching this screaming.
Yeah,
Keep it to an
well.
hour. Keep it to an hour.
Well, that's a quokka.
Oh,
It's a smiley little marsupial.
who's a happy gentleman?
It's the happiest looking. They're super docile and super cute, and they live in Australia, and I love them. So soon, hopefully. That was much louder than I was expecting it to be.
We're taking this all down.
Yeah.
It's all coming down.
Ortiz and Ruby Soho are backstage. They want to fight Sami Zayn and Ty Mello. I thought Eddie Kingston wanted to fight Sammy Guevara. I thought that was like going to be an all-out match or something like that, but I haven't seen Eddie Kingston in a while. I don't know. I would like this bit to be focused up a little bit, please.
What's this bit?
Focusing up. Focusing up. Tighten it up.
Stop.
Tight.
Stop. What is?
I need them to breathe through the glass ceiling.
Just tiptoe around it and then smash right through it.
We then had the AEW World Tag Team Championship match between Swerve and Our Glory, Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland just powering on through.
Yeah.
Hook and Zach Clayton had a match that needed a 1 week build for some reason. His Hook came out and Zach Clayton said his almost exact same promo that he said last week, only this time they were in West Virginia.
This place ain't Jersey.
That was it, yeah. Might as well be sat right next to me. And Hook came out and beat him in like 10 seconds, if that.
I am also from Jersey. after
You're
all.
from the original. There's a New Jersey.
There's a New Mexico. I as someone from the OG Jersey, it was very nice to see someone from the Jersey Shore get humiliated on television.
Because they've never done that
No,
before.
they've never done that. He's the wife of Jay Woo Woo Woo.
He is, yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, he's not the wife. She's wait.
You'll get it.
I'll puzzle this out. You keep talking.
So yeah, Hook choked him out immediately. Like Zach Clayton just kind of charged him and Hook grabbed him, put in the red rum, beat him. That was that. But before we get into the rest of your Ultra Chats, we have some very special shout outs. Those are for our $25 and above Patreons, our pledge hammers over at WrestleTalk.com/Patreon. So make sure you go over there if you want your own custom wrestling nickname read out just like these ones. I always miss the Hall of Fame music. Thank you, everyone, for your continued support on Patreon. If you want your own custom wrestling nickname just like that one, make sure that you subscribe at the $25 and above tier at WrestleTalk.com/Patreon or Patreon.com/WrestleTalk. Damn it!
There it is.
I had it the
There
first
it
time.
is. I was going to correct you on the first time, but I thought, well, maybe there is a WrestleTalk.com/Patreon.
Yeah, well, maybe there is.
Maybe there is.
Maybe
but it
there is.
is Patreon.com/WrestleTalk.
I tried. Anyway, the rest of our Ultra Chats. Make sure you get them in right now if you want any of them read out before the end of the show. $5 and above, we will read them out. You know.
Says in capitals, turn off the music.
Oh, yeah. That's why I forget it all the time. Hey, you got some Hall of Fame music. Those Ultra Chats were more important than the other ones. Oh, well. Sorry, Pete. This is why you sit in this chair. Nick,
Could you press the ass man button, please?
you mean...
I'm an ass man.
Happy birthday, Pete.
Happy birthday, Pete.
Happy
I hope it was a
birthday,
good one.
Pete.
The legit underboss, Jimmy Thomas, has been a member for 7 months in a row. Woo! Saying, it's my birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And nothing would make me happier than hearing you both in your best Daddy Magic voice wish me an entertaining birthday.
What's Daddy Magic?
It's Matt Menard, the 2.0 guy. He called out Hook on this show. Let me tell you something. You want a piece? You say you want a piece? You're a tough guy, eh? I wish you have a really happy birthday, you tough guy. What's your name? Jimmy Thomas, the legit underboss? I hope you have a happiest birthday of your life. I don't know why I became, like, Italian halfway through there.
Wait, did he not start as Italian? What's he supposed to be?
I don't know. I can't do a French-Canadian accent.
Is he supposed to be French?
I don't know. I don't know what Matt Menard's deal is. He's just a lot.
What's your deal? Yeah, happy birthday, mate. I hope you have a wonderful day. And that is my Daddy Magic voice.
And Pansexual Chocolate will close us out saying, it me, Jimmy Thomas again. Also, happy birthday to my birthday twins, Byron Saxton, Walter, and most importantly, Pete. Happy birthday, Pete.
Happy birthday, Pete.
Happy birthday, Pete. Happy birthday, Adam.
Thank you. Happy birthday, Pete.
Happy birthday, Pete.
Happy birthday, Tempest. Happy birthday, Tempest.
Thank you, Ted. Thank you.
Oh, I did 2 whole podcasts with you. I've done every podcast with you without calling you by a name that isn't your name because your name's Tempest.
Yes, it is. And with that, we'll wrap things up.
No.
This has been another edition of the WrestleTalk
Tempest,
Podcast.
no, I'm sorry. Tempest.
Thank you all so much for walking. We'll be back next week with our Raw review. Lolly and Luke will be back with that. I won't be. I'm gone next week. So enjoy Punk versus Moxley. I don't know what's going to happen, but until then, jam that jam. My name's Tempest.
Sorry.
I'm Ollie Davis. I'm joined by Luke Owen, DAD. Welcome to the Monday Night Takeover review show. Please press the thumbs up button. Give us a subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you're watching the on-demand version. And send in your Ultra Chats to WrestleTalk.com/support. We'll read out every single one of them over $5 before the end of the show.
Which is funny because this show was from
Canada. Worthless currency.
Awful human beings with terrible money.
It's toy money.
Yeah.
It's like in the Weimar region in pre-war Germany, and people are trying to pay for loaves of bread with wheelbarrows of coin.
I thought you were just going to say Monopoly money, because it's what it is.
That too. Anyway, great crowd.
And great people. Great country.
What they lack in a credible currency, they make up for with wrestling fandom. This Toronto crowd was fantastic all night. Keep getting in your chats to WrestleTalk.com/support. We'll read out every single one of them. Over $5, which I think is about 98 Canadian dollars, before the end of the show.
A little later.
Out came Trish Stratus next, who is from Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
Canada.
Yeah,
It's the same.
Yeah, I mean, I think Canada is Toronto.
Yeah, they're like Netherlands and Holland.
Yeah.
It's the same place.
Well, I think there's also Vancouver, but I think those are the only 2 places in Canada.
That Vancouver is in Toronto.
Oh, okay, sorry.
As is Quebec. It's like
Yeah.
a street, I think.
Yeah.
In Toronto.
Montreal Avenue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wherever it is.
Mhm.
Judgment Day in its original form, it would have worked far better, was taking underused young guys or gals, people, and putting them in the faction. That was when Edge was the lead.
Yeah.
I don't know how Dolph comes into this faction, but I got the sense that Dolph might end up joining them.
I can't see them doing that. They're too busy trying to dom and bring him in.
I do dom. But this match was really, really good. They had a bit of an interaction backstage beforehand where, you said that line and Dolph Ziggler called him a bitch.
So you know it's serious.
And you could hear the Toronto crowd go, ooh, how about that?
Put that on your poutine.
We're not allowed to make fun of many country accents, so let us have this.
don't really know much of The Way because it wasn't in the time when I was really watching NXT. Just watching it in passing and things like that. So I'm not as au fait with The Way as perhaps some other members of the audience are. So a video package like that to catch up idiots like me is, the problem with the great thing with the segment was that they did enough to even if you don't know who The Way are, you had enough like, we have got shared history. Here's some references that we can throw. I know you know me. Boom. Now we're in a storyline, and I know exactly what my characters are. And speaking of references, Johnny Gargano referenced Bluey. So 5 out of 5 episode. We may as well end the show now because there won't be a segment better than this.
Here's a genuine note. Johnny said he's watched a lot of Bluey. Luke is going to freak about that.
And I did. I called my wife in. I was like, Kate, they just said Bluey on Raw. Come watch this. It's the greatest show on TV.
You put it on at lunchtime.
Yeah, well, me and Abby are big Bluey fans, and Terry's never seen it before, and Terry nearly cried one of the episodes we watched.
Lame.
Because it was really good. The camping episode. You know which one I'm talking about.
So, Jon Moxley just squashed CM Punk to unify the AEW World Titles on Dynamite, not at All Out, which wasn't even in the main event of the show. What?
You seem surprised.
Welcome to the WrestleTalk Podcast review of AEW Dynamite. I'm Trevor Pete Quinnell. I'm joined by Randy Andy Datson, and we're going to be talking about Dynamite and all of this that happened on this show. Now,
Pete, please, Pete.
Who's
this?
Turn the mic up.
Luke.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry.
Where did he come from?
Lads, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Pete.
Oh.
Sorry, Andy, I can squeeze past you.
okay.
Thank you very much. Pete.
Oh, I didn't see you there behind the camera.
Pete, please. Can I sit in for this bit? Like, I know the Quizlemania stipulates I'm not allowed to review Dynamite, but I really want to talk about this bit. Please let me be on the show for just a little bit.
yeah, all
Oh,
right.
yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. No, to be honest, I'm over it. So you can just talk about it.
It had a really aggressive start, both of them just kind of pounding on each other in the corner, just constantly.
Yeah.
And then Punk goes to hit a roundhouse kick, Inzaguri, whatever it was, and immediately grabs his foot that was injured, his surgically repaired foot, writhing around on the ground in agony. Moxley just takes advantage, picks him up, hammer and anvil elbows, stretches out the foot, 2 Death Riders, and he pins him.
That was it.
Jon Moxley is your undisputed AEW World Champion.
Incredible.
Okay. What?
I loved it. I cannot stress enough how much I loved this.
Mhm.
I loved it so much.
Yeah, I know, and I'm very jealous that you got to watch it without knowing that this was happening beforehand, because obviously I wrote about it before I watched the show.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I know this is happening, so I'm waiting for it to happen. So I'm really jealous that you got to watch it and live and go, oh,
Yeah.
oh, really?
So we watched it with you.
Yes.
So we were on our lunch break today in the office. Like, we got round together, and Ollie hadn't seen it either. So like you and I had already seen it.
Yeah.
So the 4 of us sat down to watch it, and Ollie also knew what was like. He knew that like Moxley squashed him essentially. But after he hit that first like Death Rider, he got up and he was like, "Oh, I need to go get a snack." And we were like, "Ollie, the finish is happening!
It's happening right now, mate.
He was like,
what?
Is it really happening? Like,
Is it that quick?
Is it that quick?" And I was like, "Yes, sit your ass down."
Yeah. It was a 2-minute and 59-second match, according to Cage Match.
I just like his reaction. That was, what first Death Rider? Oh, I need a vegan snack. All right.
What snacks
Well done,
have we got
Ollie.
here? What protein bar can I get hold of?
Yeah. But this threw everyone in the crowd and watching at home through a complete loop. Everyone was completely stunned about this. Moxley just celebrates. CM Punk just gets helped out to the back.
Yeah.
He's
With
limping away
Steel.
with Ace Steel as well.
Oh, I love that touch.
And it's just a heartbroken look on his face as he just looks back and everyone just like cheering Mox standing in the crowd, title above his head, and he's just like, oh no.
The pin as well.
Mhm.
So the pin after he hit that second Death Rider, Moxley, deep hook of the leg.
Yeah.
1, 2, and he just flips off a camera and goes, F you. The referee
so
counts
good.
3. Absolutely amazing. And he stands up and he's just doing the one and only champion in this
are the
company.
ones.
We are the number ones.
We are the number ones.
I am the number ones.
Exactly.
15 minutes later.
Anyway, Luke.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining
Can I
us.
stick around for the Ultra Chats?
Yes.
I want to see what people have to say.
And then I'll
guess.
because I've got
worry.
loads of work to
Don't
do,
worry,
so I
son.
do need to go. Thank
God.
you, Andy.
There's a few of them. Let's get through it.
Love you,
Swaggle Boone said, I want to know what the plan is for the AEW Championship at All Out. They only have a week left to build something, and I don't feel like we need a rematch with Punk. I feel like the only thing they can do is debut a surprise challenger from elsewhere. I mean, later on in the show, Jon Moxley did a promo where he said, my time is now. So it's Jon Moxley versus John Cena, obviously.
Any free agents?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Bray Wyatt.
we actually did have this chat in the office because Ollie didn't know the Motor City Machine Guns were coming in for All Out, and like I was so pumped by this. But Ollie made the point of just like, if you've got a locker room that's full of like discontent people feeling like they're not getting TV time, and your answer is always just bringing outside talent, I don't think bringing in outside talent for the world title match is really the way out of this either.
Yeah.
But actually, do you know what? To that point, it is a way to do a title match without build. Because as long as it's just, well, not two names, but like literally just bringing in someone from the outside, so like someone from New Japan. Like if it was a Bushi, if it's Okada, like you wouldn't need to do any build around that. Because it's Moxley versus Okada. Like that's all the build you need.
That's the build. You know what it's going to be? It's the long con. It's Cody Rhodes making his return to AEW.
It's a Shield triple threat.
No, it was that Dean Ambrose lad. It's a big long work he's been doing.
Lakshmi Narasimhan B's been a member for 12 months in a row. Thank you so much. Said, heel Punk stable with FTR. FTR, really good baby faces, guys. Maybe Darby without Sting. Maybe Serena or Britt Baker feuding with Blackpool Combat Club, eventually leading to Punk Danielson.
What about Serena Deeb and Luke Gallows?
Yeah.
He's a free agent right now.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Bringing back that straight into society. It's Joey Matthews up to these days.
Yeah. Will Campbell said, I think Mox should win at All Out.
He's not one of our Wrong Uns, is he? I'm
don't know
going
what
to
you're
have
talking about.
to Google him now. Hold on.
Will Campbell said, I think Mox should win at All Out, or maybe the title shouldn't be on the line in Chicago. Now what I want is Eddie Kingston to pin Mox for the title in New York. Tony Khan will likely never do it, but it would be the pop and the moment of the century if it happened. It would be fantastic.
Sorry, I'm Googling.
Okay.
Okay, I think he was okay.
Okay, good.
So I just wasn't. I haven't heard of him for a while, and I was like, oh no, he's not a Wrong Un, is he?
Yeah. Well, that's going to do it for the Ultras for now.
The Wrong Uns were a tag team. You realise not one of the Wrong Uns.
He won half of the Wrong Uns.
What, are they an Impact or what?
Longest reigning Impact champions, the Wrong Uns.
One half of the Impact World Tag Champions.
The Wrong Un and Joey
Wrong
Matthews.
Oh my
Him
god.
and Sammy Callahan.
Oh, dearie me.
I am Luco and that is Pete. This, for a 1 week only appearance, is Oliver Davis. We are 2/3 of the Blackpool Content Club plus Oliver Davis, which means, Ollie, you get to be an honorary member
You're
of
like
the Blackpool.
Claudio.
Well, I was going to say he's more the Wheeler Yuta of the group. If I'm Regal, Tempest is Moxley because he's the champion.
Wait, why are you Regal again?
Because I'm the elder statesman of the group.
Okay.
Why aren't I like Eddie Kingston?
Because you're not part of the Combat Club.
I think me. Yeah, but
you're
Neil's Kingston.
But
That's
neither's
the point,
Kingston.
right?
But they're mates.
But you want to be part of the Content Club. That's what you said
No,
to me
I-
before you came in. Is you were like, I'm using this as my audition because I want to be part of your cool group.
I said if you name it anything else, maybe I'll consider it.
Yeah.
But I still maintain this is a terrible name.
So, okay, in which case then yes, I suppose Kingston makes the most sense for you.
I'm pretty sure though that in order to be initiated into this, we have the same kind of rules. So you need to bleed before you come in. So if you could just
No, we need to find out what the content version of bleeding is.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? You need to chat with us.
The confession video. I have to do some form of apology screenshotted statement on Twitter.
yes,
Love
perfect.
it. But yeah, this is the WrestleTalk Podcast. Thank you so much for joining us this week. Oh, was that you doing a
It's
chop?
a bit of just,
Legit
you
bit
know,
of chop.
I think this is when Bryan Danielson and William Regal and Jon Moxley all hang out. It's just a bit of violence. Bit of violence.
Violence.
A bit of, and they say it as they do as well. Bit of violence.
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 Violence. Well, that's going on.
This is going to end with a mic getting.
I was going to say
broken.
that's going on the the Out of Context Twitter feed. Just violence.
Fight forever. Violence.
But speaking of AEW, that is our subject for this week. We are recording
Great
this
segue,
on
mate.
the Wednesday. Thank you. So I'm a pro. That's why I'm the seasoned veteran here. That's why I'm the William Regal.
Clearly. It's Sat. Sat's back. Sat Iniangi is here once more to talk about SmackDown and Rampage.
This is for Hector Rodriguez, who asked, Sat E. The E stands for excited. It's great to be back on this show, guys. As it was announced last time I was here, I'll be here like every other Saturday, something like that.
Maybe. We don't know yet. We have to figure things out.
The logistics of it all.
But hopefully a bit more. Bit more Sat. We love that. Yes, do the things. Subscribe if you haven't. I did take the logo off the screen. Good. I remember to do stuff. I'm very good at my job.
He is. He writes my script, by the way, guys. He writes my script. And as you guys know, I am a very fast talker, but when I'm doing the news, do you want a fast talking guy you can't understand what the heck he's saying, or do you want a guy that talks like smooth butter, guys? You know, like on the toast, you know? You know what I'm saying? Go on. And I'm wearing a dashiki. Everyone like the dashiki. Like, yeah. So for all the black people, you get it from Amazon. Everyone else, you can get a version of a dashiki, but don't get a dashiki because nowadays, you know, cultural appropriation's a thing nowadays. Everyone's talking about how, you know, you even can't have braids nowadays. There's a whole discussion. I don't want to get involved in it because we want to talk about wrestling. But yeah, I'm just putting out there, dashiki in WrestleTalk Studio. That's what I'm all about. Oh, yeah.
Send in your Ultra Chats to WrestleTalk.com/support. We're going to go through all of those that are $5 and up by the time the show goes off the air. But first things first, we want to talk about Smacky D's because...
Smacky D's, I like
Smacky
that.
D's,
Who
because...
came up with that? Was that you?
Technically me? I mean, it's just Smacky D's, but it's just...
No, I get a reference,
yeah.
you know, being a fellow Englishman. But I'm saying that Smacky D's is good, but who did you come up with that?
I mean, someone else probably did also, but me and my mate, that's what we used to call it when we were in school.
School?
Yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, because you're the first person to say it, Pete Quinnell came up with Smacky D's. And if WrestleTalk's smart and you say it every week, like a show, damn it, say the line, Smacky D's. And we can make Smacky D t-shirts, guys. Like
Smacky D t-shirts.
In a SmackDown color.
Jesus. I wonder, I'm curious to see what the chat says about that, because I reckon there's going to be like 50 million people that have been like, no, everyone calls it that.
I've
so
never
normal.
called it that. I don't like it. Never like. I would never fathom to say Smacky D's.
Smacky D's. It's great. Anyway, Jesus Christ, we're getting on tangents. We're only 3 minutes into this show.
That's what I do. Tangents. Intangibles. Listen. Now that we're on this subject, nice segue. I was thinking, if I'm going to be doing it sometimes, I should be a member of Los Intangibles de WrestleTalk LIW with Site E. Guys, people that's coming next week to the Clash of the Castle show that we're doing, come and vote. Say yes for Site E to join LIW. Your voice matters. It's not just about you or Tempest. There's more people involved in this equation. It's the WrestleTalk audience. I should be part of LIW, right? It would be great. Me wearing the t-shirt, me doing the 444 live and scissoring me and stuff like that. Put me in the group. People coming in, let them know. Say, we want Site in LIW. Just make that into a hashtag and a trend. And I hound them on Twitter.
This show is off the rails already. I love it. Anyway.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Let's see very quickly, because I can't remember. I don't think we have Patreon shoutouts today. Just gonna check. We don't. So what we can do is get into the rest of your Ultra Chats. Last chance to get in. Last chance to get in your Ultra Chats before the stream ends. Send them in to WrestleTalk.com/supports. All the ones that are $5 and up by the time the show goes off the air. Random Nerds Talking said, my partner just is getting into wrestling, and when she saw that... My partner is just getting into wrestling, and when she saw that, us and Walter were facing each other. When she saw that Sheamus and Walter were facing each other, autocorrect, she asked, this feels like we're going to witness a murder in this match. I said, yes. Yes, we are. LIW forever. Appreciate it. You're not... Sat. Not there yet, mate.
Guys, vote.
Vote.
Sat for LIW.
Sure. Kevin said, I'm not done yet watching the show and I have to watch Rampage as well. I love the interaction between Sammy and the Bloodline, but I had to step in to comment on that Sat E drip. You're looking real good, man. Pete, you're cool too.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And that's why Sat E should be LIW for life. I bring the drip to the table, baby. Come on. What you been resistant for? You know what? As soon as I get my WrestleTalk merch, I'll just start wearing the standard t-shirt. Until then, I'm going to be dripping all over you.
All right. That's gross.
And then we had a Karrion Kross promo. And remember what we talked about earlier? So I watched on the Grapsody podcast where they mentioned that a comment has been made. So Karrion Kross likes to say, ticktock, Mr. McIntyre, ticktock.
Yeah.
But yet, Scarlett likes to leave Hourglasses. Hourglasses do not tick-tock. So where does the tick-tock come from? I got that from the Grapsody podcast. I thought that's hilarious. That should be spread around. There's no tick-tock with Hourglasses. It's swoosh or granules falling down. Yeah. So
It's just that.
It should be Mr. McIntyre. Look at the times. When you see him, when he comes up. There's no TikTok.
So stupid. I love
It's
it.
an hourglass. This ain't days of our lives. There ain't no TikTok. Get a cuckoo clock. Cuckoo. What you want, cuckoo?
He just comes up with a massive grandfather
Yes.
clock. Oh, there you go.
Or like if you watch Stranger Things, dong, right? That's what that clock made. Or that you see some Stranger Things, dong.
Christ, it's Vecna.
Yeah.
Oh God, amazing.
Karrion Kross, the Vecna of SmackDown.
Exactly. Yes.
Spooky promos.
And he makes the screen black and white. I don't know how he does it. It's magic. Must
It is
be.
magic.
Yeah.
But yeah, all lovely there.
It was a fine promo. Mr. McIntyre. Yeah.
Sheamus, since I think going back to last year when he won the United States title from Riddle at WrestleMania, he had bangers.
I just glanced at the chat and I see a load of people just going in the chat.
Say something for dead ass.
After that, we got another squash match. Powerhouse Hobbs squashed Ashton Day.
Yeah, and I wrote down, Hobbs squashes Ashton Day like he was a carton of apple juice.
Specifically apple juice, that one.
If I said orange juice, it'd be like Orange Cassidy. That line's really taken.
okay.
Yeah,
Could have just said juice.
No, like a carton of apple juice.
Why specifically apple juice? What is it about apples that you hate so much?
I don't hate apples. I love apples. One of my favorite days. Is being specific's cool? No, carton of juice. Moving on.
Moving on. TikTok.
11 minutes later.
Right, I think that is it for the show today. Thank you so much, everyone that has watched. Appreciate it. That's been Sat. I've been Pete. We're going to have Sat back some more in the future. Don't know when, but at times.
Cause Sat for LIW for live.
No, not that.
Yes. Come on. You know he loves it deep down. He just pretending. You look at you holding that joy in your heart and jam that jam. Jam me, brother. Jam me.
Street Profits came down for the save as baby faces. Now I've got to. Should I say it?
Yeah, you do it. It's fine.
They were dressed in black and gold, and I just heard the commentators go, "Hey, look, they're in black and gold," and I wrote down in my notes, "How silly! It's another Triple H NXT reference, another subtle, egotistical nod." Turns out, as every single person has fairly told me on my news video earlier today, it's the colours of the Pittsburgh Steelers. This turned into a tag match with the Street Profits, who ran down for the save in black and gold attire. Cough, NXT reference. Cough, Triple H is booking now, just in case you still didn't know. Cough.
I went through the comments because there was a little bit of teasing in the WrestleTalk news video. I was like, I want to go see if there's any reaction
was
to
teased?
it. Oh, it was something in between the two things.
I
think-
found your glasses.
Yes,
You've been looking for those
I've
sunglasses
been looking
forever.
for them ages. They were
Good.
right next to my magic spoon box, as it turns out.
Great cereal.
It really was, and is. And I was like, oh, let's go see what the reaction to this is. And all I saw was Ollie, Pittsburgh Steelers. Ollie, the black and gold's the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ollie, the black and gold's this. And I turned to Andy and I said, oh no, Andy, Ollie got a sports thing wrong. Now every comment is talking about the sports thing.
I get it, because nobody... when you leave a comment, you generally watch the thing that happens and you write the comment. You don't realise...
I don't.
You don't need comments.
No, I watch something, and then if I notice a mistake, I'll go through the comments to see if anyone's already pointed it out. Because the last thing they need is someone else pointing out that they made a mistake.
Well, you're a god among men.
Thank you.
But I totally get it. It's exhausting being corrected by about 200 people. But it's my mistake. It's my mistake. But just it's a very YouTuber problem. You know, like first world problems, YouTuber problems. Yeah, that is.
It's the last thing you'll think of before you fall asleep tonight.
Yeah. But it's my mistake, so I own it.
We have got a Clash at the Castle party this coming Saturday. It is sold out. I'm thrilled to say.
We sold out.
We sold out indeed. And I've just had word. Tempest is going to be back in London. He's missed a couple of shows because he's gone back to Canada. Moving over to the UK is a difficult process. He's got to go back and see his friends or go to see Raw episodes in Toronto. But he is going to be at our Clash of the Castle party this Saturday, which means the belt will be on the line. He will be defending the Jam That Championship this coming Saturday.
I'm ready.
You?
Yeah, put me in. Put me in. I'm going to take on Tempest. This summer of Tempest is over. The son of Davis will shine on the watered lands that he has left and ruined. Imagine winning a belt and then not defending it all summer because of scheduling issues. That's not right. And in front of a live audience, our first one ever, in person, I will pin him. I will literally pin him. Shoulders to the mat. Are we going to get a mat? Are we going to get a canvas?
Or just the floor?
The floor.
It's a clean floor.
We'll make sure to clean and sterilize the floor, and I will pin Tempest's shoulders to the mat. Floor, sterilized floor, and count. Every single one of the people in attendance will go 1, 2, 3. And your new Jam That Champion, Oliver Davis.
In his home country.
My home country of Wales. I will win the belt.
It's in London.
Against the evil foreign heel. The evil foreign heel Canadian Tempest.
The worst of the foreign heels.
Have you seen their currency? It's a joke. It's a joke.
I bet you he's going to show up to that event with the Union flag upside down, like the un-Americans did.
Disrespect.
Disrespect. So it is going to be Ollie versus Tempest this Saturday at Clash at the Castle and our live watch-along party. So join us on the WrestleTalk Podcast channel. Subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your mum. Tell your pets. It's going to be jam. Jam that jam, everyone.